This movie is such a ride, and it's like ironic that the cast for Uglies is the most stunning people I've ever seen in my life. Seriously, it's crazy.
Thank you.
Is it true the books originally caught your attention when you were just 11 years old, Joey? And why did you guys kind of connect with the story?
That's true. I read the book when I was 11, and I loved the idea and hoped one day I'd be able to play Tally Youngblood if someone made an adaptation of it. Cut to like years later, I think I was like 17 or 18 when I asked Netflix what they thought about making this. I was 22 when we made it, and now 25 when it's coming out. So it's like, I've been with this story for a long time, and I've changed so much as a person from the time that I read it when I was a young girl to the time that I pitched it and wanted to make it. And it's really special that it's like this piece of like something that was so important to me as a kid that I get to bring to life.
Oh my gosh, how special is that? What about you?
I mean, I too read the first book when I was in elementary school, because I bought the book at the Scholastic Book Fair because of the cover. I thought the cover was really cool. And then, you know, of course, the story is I mean, at such a young age, I think that I wasn't fully able to bring the message into my life yet, but it's so crazy how now, more than 15 years later after the book was released, it is more timely than ever. And the book challenges me to, you know, question things that society tells us we should do or shouldn't do, and really like dig deep and ask myself what it is that I want, what makes me feel good. And so I think in that way, the story is very universal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, completely. And you guys played the ultimate besties. I mean,
yeah, what can I say?
What can we say?
What can we say? Was your chemistry immediate? And what do you remember about the first time meeting?
When was the first time we met?
On Zoom.
On Zoom. That was the first. But what about in person?
Yeah. I don't know, but like we got along so well.
I mean, immediately it
was like very. It's funny that we can't remember that, but like we were still just like it was so comfortable.
You know what I do remember is that we had like a cast dinner with Mick G as well, and she sat next to me at the table, and just like I was a little nervous. I was like, I don't know if she's gonna like me.
Right.
And I was. And then but you were so warm, and you were just like, oh my God, how are you? Like, and just like really took me in and made me feel comfortable.
I sound like a nut.
Yeah, you sound psycho.
But we had just like this ease, and it was so like we had like sleepovers, and it was just I don't know.
We would watch Nathan for you.
We would watch Nathan for you, and you'd borrow my
knitting,
PJs. And we'd knit on the couch. We were just
face masks, the whole
nine.
shebang.
Dang! Oh my God, I love that so much. And the chemistry is just off the charts throughout this whole movie. I mean, we have you and Chase have such an on-screen friendship and romance there. To be honest,
sparks are flying.
Sparks were flying. What was that dynamic like with Chase?
So fun. We love Chase. I mean, honestly, the best thing about this cast is like we all really love each other. It's very like nice and
like on set we were probably like codependent.
Yeah,
we were just like really
very much so.
Yeah,
we like have a group chat that's still alive and well, which is really nice.
Yeah.
What's the group chat name? Do we have a group chat?
I don't know if it's appropriate for television to say it.
Yeah, are we allowed to say bad words?
Yes, of course.
Okay. Oh, it's called Ugly.
Okay, great.
Obsessed.
You know what I mean?
We can bleep and blur.
Yeah, it's great.
Bleep and blur.
Yeah, it's great though because like we will, you know, everyone's busy, everyone's doing their own thing, but like
it's nice to
regularly
have, like,
we just like update each other, and it's really sweet.
I mean, you guys, that's so iconic fun in itself. So many wild stunts throughout this whole movie, especially when Tally goes to find the smoke. Were there any battle wounds for either of you, and how did you kind of execute writing those boards too?
There probably was.
I'm sure. Especially in the forest area.
I was just like constantly afraid of all the bugs in the forest. I was having a tough time with the spiders out there. That's why when you were like, oh, filming in the smoke was my favorite part. I was like, yes,
but yeah,
yes,
it was an emotional scar for you.
Of spiders. So many spiders.
Just a little bit of insect trauma.
Oh my God, I get it. Who likes spiders, please? Okay, so this movie sends such a strong message about what beauty really means, and you both began in this industry at such young ages. How have you kind of navigated the pressures of Hollywood and the assumption to be perfect all of the time?
I mean, I wish it was more of like a clear-cut answer for that, but being young in this industry and growing throughout it, it's trial and error, and we're still growing, and I think it's just realizing that like you yourself have your own value, and that it's only gonna hurt to compare yourself to other people. Admire people for who they are and admire yourself for who you are, and I think that's the best thing to keep in mind, but it's not always easy, especially with social media. Yeah, it's not always easy.
It's not easy to put into practice to be like, yeah, I'm enough. You know what I mean? But it's I think it's also something that's like, there's no perfect answer of like, we've overcome this obstacle and we're better. We're all better now and everything's easy. It's like, no, there's like still you think you've got a good grasp, and then tomorrow you don't, and the next day you do, and it's just kind of taking it day by day. But mostly, I try not to like think about it too much. Like I'm like, the social media aspect of it, and the way that you're kind of just talking about with like the, how people can be. It's like, well, whatever. Like life outside of that is good, and that's what I want to focus on.
I love that. Love that answer. Before I let you go, Joey, congrats on 1 year of legal marriage. You went bowling again. Yes. I mean, why was bowling the perfect way to celebrate?
I don't know. Like when we got married, when we like had our like court wedding, kind of court wedding, like a year ago, we went bowling with my family afterwards, and so we just kind of thought, how cute would it be if we're able to every year go bowling on that anniversary? Because it's not our anniversary. We're not celebrating. Our actual anniversary is our wedding, but it's like just like a little like a little wink wink to our not so anniversary.
That's so cute.
Are you a better bowler?
No, God, I'm so weird. Like I'm so inconsistent. Like sometimes I'm like strike after strike after strike, and then like sometimes I'm hitting gutter balls like the whole time. I have no idea what I'm doing wrong.
You know what? You can't be perfect all the time.
The better I get.
The more I drink,
because I stopped thinking and I'm loose.
Genuinely, I was like 2 old fashions, and I was like, wait, I'm so good at bowling.
Yeah. I love that.